go watch On My Block because that show's literally the best ever. Okay. 2020, I ain't finna argue about twerking. My crusty ass lips because I lost my CarMax. Peep that. Literally, we're not gonna talk about the fact that I'm literally in this cute top but in the shorts that I slept in from last night. Okay, it's just YouTuber things. You just don't care about what pants you wear because like clearly, like, can you see them right now? No, I didn't think so. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie right now. I really want to get my nails done. Like, I miss my acrylic so bad and I really need to get my eyebrows waxed, but like I can't even do that because my state is on lockdown. So like I'm vibing, it's fine. I'm just kind of nervous about this video and I don't even know if it will make it up to the internet. And if it does, then buckle up kids, we're going on a ride. Hey, lady, what's your number? She said 911. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What up guys, it's Hailey. So for today's video, I'm doing a story time. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know why I haven't told this story sooner, or like why, like I just don't know why, because it's I just feel like it's such a good, like it's such a juicy YouTube story time quality story that like why haven't I told this sooner? Like this is my scale. If I'm just like not even gonna lie, I'm really nervous about this video because of so many reasons, because I'm literally about to talk about so many things that I don't think I've ever talked about on YouTube and like put on the internet on YouTube like this publicly. So it just like kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety, but I will be fine, and it's not like I have to see anybody anytime soon because I'm on lockdown. I'm not leaving the house for the next 3 weeks. If I'm gonna send it, I might as well send it now. Love this for me. This story time is about the time my dad called the cops on me. Thug life. Now, did this take place when I was 13? Yes. Am I 15 now? And just reflecting on it, like what the actual fuck? Yes. But, you know, not gonna lie, kind of scared it's gonna happen again. So that's why I'm making this video, so I can shine light on it. Also, why did I decide to wear a white top when I'm trying to drink coffee? I don't know, but you know what? Why am I filming this video is the main question we should be asking ourselves. I don't like this. As you can tell, I'm very uncomfy right now because I've just never even like talked about this before, and I just feel like I don't really open up a lot on YouTube about like my personal life. I just feel like you guys see what I want you to see. When I was 13, my dad called the cops on me. So when I was 12, my parents got a divorce, and I don't think I've ever said that like on YouTube before. Like I just don't think I've ever talked about it because I've always been like literally terrified to talk about it on the internet. I don't really know why, but it's just a thing. So when I was 12, yeah, my parents got divorced. It was all my dad's idea. My mom wanted to fix it, just no, wasn't their time to shine. Divorce over. That happened like right before my 7th grade year of middle school. A lot was happening, so basically I decided I would finish out my 7th grade school year in Florida, and then my mom and I would move to Michigan at the end of the year. A whole bunch of crap went down in between the time of my 7th grade school year. When I finished my 7th grade school year, my mom and I packed up a big ass moving box, took our and we moved to Michigan. I've heard it the last almost like 4 years of my life. Why would you move from Florida to Michigan? It wasn't really, well, like it was my choice, but like it wasn't really my choice, if that makes sense. My mom has family up here, like her parents live up here, my grandparents, and that's just where we went. And I kid you not, that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through, and I still be struggling with that. all the time. But you know what? We're just not gonna talk about it. And literally the summer that I moved up here is the summer that I actually like got big on YouTube. My mom and I moved into my grandparents' house into the middle of nowhere, Michigan. And when I say the middle of nowhere, Michigan, I mean the middle of nowhere, Michigan, okay? Literally in this small ass town in the middle of nowhere, like literally like you can barely get phone service out there. So that's where I moved. I went from like a big ass city to the middle of nowhere, Michigan, and yes, sis. Obviously, like this was a really rough, difficult situation between like my whole family, like my mom, my dad, me. Like it was rough. Like obviously he was pretty hurt that like I left and I chose to go with my mom instead of him, but you know, when your dad cheated on your mom and got the other bitch pregnant, it's kind of like easy to like make a choice of where you're gonna go. I'm so sorry. I'm not making this video to try to drag my dad, but when I chose who I was gonna live with, I was 12, okay? I'm 15 now. Looking back and reflecting on that choice, I realized like that was one of the biggest choices I've ever had to make in my entire life. And you know, it just really be blowing my mind, but like I don't know. I moved up here, turned 13, and my dad got me a phone for my 13th birthday, whatever, basically so he could stay in contact with me and talk to me. Well, the phone didn't work where I lived because I lived in the middle of nowhere, and I even tried to tell him that. Like I was like, yo, it doesn't work here. Like I live in the middle of nowhere, don't have Wi-Fi, like it doesn't, like I don't know what to tell you, that's not my fault. The day that I got that phone, I remember my dad was like, call me, FaceTime me, whatever, call me, right, okay, whatever. So I called him and he told me that I was gonna be a sister, and I did not take that well. One, because I've been an only child for 13 years. Two, the baby's mom wasn't my mom. And three, he told me she was 6 months pregnant and I had just been living with him for the last 6 months and he couldn't tell me to my face. So like once my dad told me that I was gonna be a sister, I did not want to talk to my dad anymore. Like I didn't. I think I still talk to him just to like get him off my, but I didn't want to at all. There's so many reasons why, but I'm not going to get into all of them because that's not why you're here. During that summer, at a certain point, I basically stopped talking to him. I didn't really care. I dropped him. I stopped responding to his texts. I think I might have even blocked him at a point. Like, I dead ass just didn't want to talk to him. I had nothing to say to him. I'm pretty sure, like, after that, I stopped talking to, like, all my family members on my dad's side of the family. Like, no tea, no shade, but, like, you like are the type of person that like loves your family so much and is really family oriented. Like I feel like you're gonna like think like I'm the biggest asshole, but like I don't care. I just stopped talking to them. I had nothing to say to them. What I wanted to say to them wasn't nice. If you don't have anything nice to say at all, just don't say it. I had nothing to say. One day, my grandma and I were sitting on the couch in the living room doing whatever we did. You know, I lived with my grandparents for like a whole summer and got super close with them, and my mom was at work. My grandpa was like probably out in the garage doing something or like fishing, I don't know. So I remember it was my grandma and I, we were like probably like eating cookies and watching soap operas, like not even gonna lie. I remember like we hear a noise kind of and we both like go and like look outside, and I remember we look outside and there's a cop car in the yard and we're both like, the cops are here. What? Like a cop. Well, all of a sudden, like the cop gets out of the car, starts walking up to the door, and my grandma's like, okay, Hailey, like go in your room, like I'll handle this, like don't worry about it. So I go into my room, right, and I'm just like sitting in my room thinking, and I'm like, I was like confused, like okay, like probably something happened in the neighborhood, like they're just like trying to like talk to people, I don't know. But like what happened is definitely not what I was thinking at all. 5 minutes later, my grandma comes into my room and she grabs me. She's like, Hailey, they're here for you. And I'm like, they're here for me? Like, I was 13 at the time, okay? I was like a little like scared. Like what the why are they here for me? She's like, yeah, it's like because of your dad. And I was like, dude, of course it's about this mother. you serious? So when she said it was about my dad, I wasn't even scared no more. I was like, what is he on? What the f? Let me just give you a little visual idea. I'm walking up to the door, okay? 13-year-old me had some ratchet blue hair. Was still kind of chunky. I remember wearing a shirt that said something about unicorns. Had a unicorn on it probably. And some like bag sweatpants. Yeah, that was me right now, okay? Like, so I go up to the door to talk to this cop, like the first time I've ever gotten interrogated by a cop like this before. And the cop's like, hi, like, are you Hailey? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Hailey. This cop is like, oh, I almost said the county I live in. That would have been bad.
Like, basically, like, our sheriff department got a call from your dad, just, like, wondering, like, where you were, how you were doing, if you were alive, because he said that he hadn't heard from you in a while, and he was concerned about you.
And this cop said that to me, and I just looked at him, and I was just like, I was like, just appalled that had even came out of his mouth. Like, that's why I was getting interrogated at 13. Like, he was like, oh, well, like, you look fine, like, you're alive, you're, like, healthy, like, you look fine. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I just haven't talked to him. And he was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to talk to him, so you can tell him that. And then he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll relay the message back. And I was like, yep, okay, well, have a nice day. He was like, you too. I was like, bye, walked away. Like, all I had to say, I'm pretty sure my grandma spilled some tea to the cop, like, about, like, the whole situation. So, like, me saying what I said, like, didn't surprise him. And, like, I'm pretty sure, like, afterwards, like, my grandma came back in the house and said something about, like, something the cop had said to her about me and, like, how it wasn't that big of a deal. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure after that, I, like, texted my dad back and said some shit, probably popped off. I was 13, that's terrifying, okay? That's the story of the time my dad called the cops on me. It's not even that juicy, it's more traumatizing, but traumatizing to me because it happened to me, so that's the tea. That kind of rhymed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below any requests you have for future videos, because it's not like I'm doing anything still because my state is on lockdown. So, you know, I'm gonna be in the house, so that's what's up. If you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to help me get closer to 100,000. Go check out my other social medias, and yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day, and bye!